Hey guys, you ready for a photo shoot? If so, today's your day. I'm going to be showing you how to make a camera, specifically the Canon EOS. So let's get started. In order to make this camera, you're going to need 8 1/60s. I'm going to use gray as well as one white 560, or you can use a clear if you happen to have that. All right, let's get started. We're gonna blow up 6 of those 160s about halfway. Once they're all tied off and you get them all squeezed and stretched, you're gonna start by making a pinch twist at the nozzle and about a 1.5 inch bubble on every single one of these. So as you go, make a pinch twist at the nozzle. We're going to twist it in to the last one and make a 1.5 inch bubble. Pinch twist at the nozzle, twist it into the old balloon, and make it a 1.5 inch bubble. We're just going to do this all the way around until they're all connected. And the last one, we're going to connect back into that first one. Alright, now that they're all connected, you should have 6 of them like this. This is going to be the camera, the lens. And what we're going to do is we're just doing a basket weave. So do about a 1/2 inch bubble there. And a 1/2 inch bubble on this one. Then you're going to make a slightly smaller bubble. So that was an 1.5 inches. You're going to make it just over like 1.25 inches. And you're just going to keep doing that all the way around. When you get to the last one, you're going to take this and push it through to complete the back row. There we go. So we got the first layer and the second layer. And we're just going to keep on going down, slowly taper it in. And we're gonna make it about 5 inches long. Now, honestly, that depends on how long you want your camera lens to be. There are different lengths that are better for different things. I'll be honest, I'm not a photographer. I don't know all the details of exactly what the different lengths do. So if you wanna know better, Google it or ask a photographer that you happen to know. So we're just going to very slowly taper it in. Now in all actuality, most real cameras don't have a taper on their lens. They actually stay consistent most of the way, but it just looks better in balloon form when you do it this way. Now you can stop at any point whenever the lens is your desired length. I'm going to go just about one more layer and then I'm going to be happy with that. Now when you're happy with how long it is, now we're going to figure out size. So you want 2 of them. So we're going to take these 2. I'm going to go about a 1/2 inch bubble and make a pinch twist. And we're going to go a 1/2 inch bubble on this one and make a pinch twist. Then I'm going to bring them and connect them to each other, so about 2 or 3 inch bubble. I'm going to do it on both sides, 2 or 3 inch bubble. And that's what I'm going to do, is a nice weave twist coming out. So 1 inch bubble, 1 inch bubble, and I'm going to grow it a little bit more, so about 3 to 4 inch bubble, and make another one on the other side, and just twist them into each other. And you can see how we're starting to come out. Make that. I'm only going to go 1 more. So 1 inch bubble, 1 inch bubble, and go out about 4 inches and twist them into each other. So on the one side, we've got the camera coming out. We still need to do that on the other side. So I'm going to take these 2, and I'm going to, well actually, let me finish up with this side real fast. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a pinch twist on the end, and then a pinch twist on this one, And I'm going to take this one and I'm going to wrap it up the side. kind of curve that out just a little bit more. Then, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to break this one off. I'm gonna hold on to it, tie that off, because we got a lot more to do. Now, or you can get rid of this one if you want to use a brand new one, that's entirely fine too. I'm gonna tie it off right here. And I'm going to transplant this one over there. So I'm just gonna make a 1-inch bubble and turn it into a pinch twist. And I'm gonna twist it right in here to where right into one of the slots where the camera lens finishes up. Now with the ones that are over there, I'm gonna take one of them. Hang on. I'm gonna take one of these guys and go down about a 1-inch bubble and make a pinch twist. And this guy that I just transplanted over here, I'm gonna go out a 1-inch bubble and make a pinch twist. And then on the other one on the side, I'm gonna go out, make a 1-inch bubble, and make a pinch twist. Now the one that I transplanted is gonna do some stuff on top. The other two, I'm gonna weave just like I did on the other side. So, a 2-inch bubble, twist it into itself, and a 2-inch bubble, twist into itself. I know that this is a bit of a mess. It's kind of hard to see what's going on, but it is worth it, trust me. We're gonna go out, 1-inch bubble, 1-inch bubble, and twist them back into each other. We're just doing the same thing that we did on this. And twist those into each other. Again, I'm gonna go out, 1-inch bubble, 1-inch bubble, and twist them back into each other. At this point, it's kind of gone out on both sides. We only need one of them to be long. We want one side to be longer than the other one. So this one actually I went a little bit too long, so we're actually going to undo one of these. So right here, we're going to make these into a pinch twist. One bubble pinch twist. Then, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the one on the bottom, whichever side went to the bottom. Now, I want the longer side on the right, the shorter side on the left. So I'm gonna take the bottom one. I know we got a lot of stuff going on here still, but I'm gonna take the bottom one, and I'm gonna bring it back. So I'm gonna twist it one bubble back into that pinch twist. And then that one is gonna come alongside to the bottom pinch twist on the other one. That's going to be about a 4-inch bubble from this side to that side, and twist it into that pinch twist. I know we got this one in between. We're just going to make sure it's sticking out the bottom for right now. We'll come back to that. Now the one on the top, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to twist a 1-inch bubble and twist it back into that pinch twist. And I'm going to make sure this one that's transplanted is on top. And I'm going to actually connect it. So I'm going to make about a 1-inch bubble and connect it into that first pinch twist on the lens. And then I'm going to come back down and make a 2-inch bubble to connect it back into the other side, into that pinch twist. So now we got the lens in the front. We got this on one side, this on the other side, and here's what it looks like in the back. Still got a lot going on. We're not done. We're getting close though. All right, let's take care of this one on the top. The one on the top, we're just gonna go up about a 1/2-inch bubble. You make a pinch twist, and with a short loop twist, very short. Then we're gonna come back down a 1/2-inch bubble, twist it back in to that pinch twist right there. Then we're gonna break this off with that. Twist, tie it off, and twist it in. All right, you can see it starting to come together. Don't worry, we will fill that in a little bit. We got a huge gap right here. So we're gonna take these ones and just twist them across the other pinch twist. Just gonna kind of fill in that gap. On the other side, I'm gonna take this one and twist it across into that pinch twist. You can see that we're filling in the gap on the backside, just got a little hole right there, which is fine. Now with this one on the end, it's on the longer end. I'm gonna do similar to what we did last time. I'm gonna twist it back into itself. So we're gonna skip just over to that second one. So 2-inch bubble, twist into that first pinch twist. Then we're gonna come back and back into that last pinch twist on the outside. You can see how that comes up. Now we're gonna break this off, get rid of it, and tie this off. And tuck it away. So we're starting to clean things up a little bit. We're gonna take one of these, or you can take a brand new one. We're gonna take it off, let most of the air out, tie it off. You can use a brand new balloon for this one. That's why I used 8 balloons, or you can just get rid of it. What we're gonna do is we're going to take this nozzle, we're gonna push it into itself. We just want about a 1-inch bubble and twist it off. So we have that little break stick in there. We can push it back into itself. So we got that going on. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get rid of the rest of this. So push the balloon to the end, break that off. Now hang on to this part here. In fact, what we can do is we can tie a knot on there so it won't come undone. Oops. Of course it did come undone right there, so let's try that again. So push that in. Grab it, twist it, and we're gonna tie a knot on this thing so it can't come back through. There we go. Then we're just gonna push that knot back into the balloon a little bit. So now we have this little donut. Now, I'm gonna take this, the donut is gonna come right on here, this pinch twist. I want it sticking up. There we go. You can see how that's on there, just like that. Perfect. We're getting close. The other end I'm going to tie off and just tuck that away into there. Alright guys, we are getting close. Now, this balloon, the sticking down on the bottom, we're going to make a 1-inch bubble and turn that into a pinch twist. I know it's kind of tucked away in there. I'm going to squeeze it in. This balloon is about to become very important because we're going to grab that white 5-inch round or see-through if you happen to have it, blow it up. A little bit smaller than a baseball. We're just going to shrink it to fit into that hole. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of put it up to the hole, and I want it just slightly bigger than the hole. So if you can just kind of squish it in, that's perfect. Tie it off. What you're going to do is you're going to put the nozzle in the hole, push it through, and through this hole on the other side, grab it with your fingers, and you see it'll just kind of snug up in there. That's perfect. What we're gonna do with this is we gotta twist it into something. We can either twist it in that pinch twist on the bottom, but that might curve the camera down, or we can put it into one of the pinch twists on the top here, and that'll curve it up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to connect that pinch twist on the bottom, down there, wrap it around that, and then I'm also going to take it up the top, right up here, and tuck that away. And there we go. So now we've got the flash ready to go. And that's fitting in just fine. We can get rid of this bottom portion, get rid of that, and tie this off. And just tuck that, wrap that into the balloon and tuck it away. Alright, we are very close on this. Just got a few more details to wrap up. Now for this one, I'm going to bring it back out to the outside one more time. And what we're going to do, on the other side we wrapped it around the outside, on this side we're going to wrap it around the front, because on this particular camera, and I feel like a lot of cameras, for some reason on this side, it goes out in front of you. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna wrap it in front, pinch twist on the bottom, and see how that feels. Feels just about right. I'm gonna wrap it again around the back, kind of bulk it up a little bit, twist it back into that pinch twist. There you go. Now, before you break this off, or if you want to grab another balloon, check out the back, make sure it looks how you want it to look. And I'm going to break this off. Now, if you feel like the back needs a little bit more in there, feel free to add some more balloons and make it look however you want it to look. I'm pretty happy with this though. I'm just going to kind of situate everything properly. Make sure all the nozzles are tucked away on this as much as possible. All right, there we go. You can stop right there and you have your camera ready to go, ready to take some pictures. But if you want to add just a little bit more, then grab a white paint marker, shake it up, and we're just going to do a couple things real quick. First off, we're going to write Canon on this side. As best we can. And on top, we're just going to put a little square right here for the flash. And on the back, a bit of a viewfinder right here. We're going to put a little rectangle right here on the back. And then put that away, if you can. And you guys are ready to go check out and be part of the paparazzi. If you guys like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel to see more awesome things in the future, and go take a picture of nature. See you guys next time.